For 13 years, there have been no new drugs approved by the FDA for the treatment of obesity. On June 27, 2012, the FDA finally approved Locaserin after reviewing years of studies on safety and efficacy. We asked obesity expert Dr. Richard Finegold what he thought of this development. Dr. Finegold, what can you tell us about this new drug?
Well, Jill, it's not yet available to prescribe. It just received approval. We do know that it's going to be called Belviq.
Does it work?
Yeah, in the study, the people who took it lost about 3 times more weight than the people who were taking the placebo. Both groups of patients were on the same diet and the same exercise plan.
Is it safe? A lot of other diet drugs have had serious side effects.
Yeah, it's because of some of the problems with some of the other drugs that this drug was actually held up for so long. What this drug actually does is it increases levels of a chemical called serotonin in the appetite centers of the brain. Now, there have been some other drugs available previously that did that as well. The most famous of them is one called fenfluramine. Fenfluramine was the second fen in fen-phen. The first fen in fen-phen, which is called phentermine, is still available, and we still use it to help people lose weight. Phentermine raises levels of another chemical called norepinephrine. So this new drug, Belviq, or lorcaserin as the generic name is, increases levels of serotonin in the neurotransmitters, just like that other drug, fenfluramine, did. Now, fenfluramine was pulled off the market because people developed heart valve problems with it. About 80 people out of, we think, 5 million that took fen-phen developed a heart valve problem. Because of that, the FDA made the manufacturers of Belviq do a lot of heart valve studies on patients. So people were in the study for 2 years. They were receiving echocardiograms of their heart every 3 months. The rate of heart valve problems was the same for people taking Belviq as it was for placebo. So they think it's very safe for that. The other side effects were fairly minor. People got some headaches. Those would go away if they stopped the drug. Nothing serious. And for some reason, people were more likely to get an upper respiratory infection, a cold, if they took Belviq.
What other side effects does it have?
The other side effects were fairly minor. People got some headaches. Those would go away if they stopped the drug. Nothing serious. And for some reason, people were more likely to get an upper respiratory infection, a cold, if they took Belviq.
Will you be prescribing this drug?
Yeah, I will. I think that the safety issues have been pretty laid to rest. I am a little concerned that there was not a study done with people taking both phentermine and Belviq at the same time.
Why are you concerned about that?
Well, the problems with fenfluramine didn't really surface until it was combined with phentermine to form fen-phen. Now we think about, as I said before, we think about 5 million people took fen-phen, the combination of phentermine and fenfluramine. So in this study with Belviq, they did not try to combine it with phentermine, but we know in real life that's probably going to happen. We know that there might be some doctors that might try to prescribe both of them at the same time. We know that there will be patients who will want to be on both drugs at the same time, who may even see different doctors and not tell each doctor what they're getting. So it'd be nice to know what the effect would be of taking both of those at the same time. And because we don't know what that is, I will not be prescribing the two of them simultaneously.
Is Belviq right for every patient?
Well, just like any other weight loss medicine, no, it's not right for every patient. There are potentially interactions with some other medications that patients may be taking, and there's a lot of other medications that we have to offer patients, besides good old diet and exercise as well. So the best thing I can tell patients is to seek a consultation from somebody who's expert in weight loss and see if this drug is appropriate for them.